the what Edo people stand to gain. Because what these opposition guys are trying to do, I think the only ministry or department the current government is funding in Edo today is communication, social media, to misinform the people. I don't hear much about education, agriculture, health, power. What they just do every day is media and buying of vehicles that they don't need. They are not saying that that our land, the land is worth 11 billion. Hey, our money, not be Edo people get down. Not be Edo people get down. Just let's see what is the benefit of Edo's, not Benin. Edonia and the three senatorial districts. What is our benefit in this massive investment?
First, that somebody in the world will take almost 30, in fact, about $50 million and bring and come and invest in your land. How many people, how many states, how many communities can attract that kind of investment in Nigeria today? With that investment being there, our plan, if you look at the strategic plan, we expect if you as Edo have 500,000 people, just even start 100,000 people every year that just come to say they're coming to come and see this museum, see what is there, participate, and each of them spends 10,000 or 100,000 naira. How much is that?
That's huge.
They will come. Will they not eat?
Yes, sir.
Will they bring their food?
No.
Will they not stay in hotels?
Yes, sir.
Will they not go around and spend money and buy things?
Yes.
Just take this event that these hoodlums went to disrupt. I understand that almost every hotel room in Benin City was booked for that event.
Right.
How much would they have earned for just that weekend alone? All the taxi drivers, Uber drivers, Eagle Streets art makers, cafes, restaurants,
boutiques. See, but they will need clothes.
They will need clothes. See how much that would have come in just one weekend. Then they would have gone, told their friends. See, that is how it would have started building up. So that you don't have another economy that is not dependent on oil allocation from Abuja. The money they will come and spend, the tax you will receive, will be local revenue. You know how many countries in this world depend on just tourism revenue?
The Goodbro of Edo State. The question was very clear, simple, clear. Obaseki went to Abat Obaze platform yesterday. I saw it this morning because there's no way I will watch that kind of interview 1 o'clock in the night. I know he invited Obaseki to his platform. That's Oghienvbor, the enemy of our land. I called you the enemy of our land. You know that's who you are. Because of your criminal activities, the way you insult the throne in Benin, insulted those people. You are not our friend. You are our enemy. But I was surprised you asked this crucial question. A very simple question. I never thought you can ask that kind of question. And you asking that kind of question, it means the things you do, you do it because that is your level of understanding, your level of education. You are not doing it because of the money he is paying you. You are doing it because you think you are doing the right thing. You ask this man, What is Edo State benefit? Very clear. What is Edo State share, our stake in this gigantic project? What was his answer? His reply? Obaseki were beating around the bush. When they come, they will do this, they will stay in a hotel, they will buy things in Edo. That's our benefit. So Obaseki is telling us, Oyibo invaded our land, took our artifacts away, because it is because of Benin artifact we are talking about the museum. Nobody can deny that. They are returning it to us. They will bring their money. Who will bring the land though? 10 plots of land, 100 by 100 into 10 from our own central hospital, very close to our ring road there. You have to give them that land. Pay also, you had them saying, we have to bring our money too. They said for us to be, for them to know we are serious. Our property, you invaded our land, destroy everything. Our property. We have to pay, bring the land, and we have no stake. It is private. That is what Obaseki is saying. It's completely private. We give our land though, and build and our money and our artifacts. Oyibo now owns it, because Oyibo is the only clear owner here. And Obaseki's boy, Philip Ayanacho, Choke, those are the people, those managing his company, Afro, what is the name of his company? They are the one in charge of the museum. You were asked, who owns that museum? What is our stake in that museum? You denied it. You did not host the museum, and you don't even care about the name. As a state governor, you're supposed to care about the name. Edo State gave 10 plots of land and our money and our Benin artifact. And we have no stake. Our stake here, our profit here, it is they come and rent hotel. That's what. Are you normal? You think you are talking to a fool? Are you people normal? Obaseki, are you normal? You see what we are talking about. We must get to the root of this matter. You are calling these people old ones because they are fighting for their rights. We will know. The battle line is done. You will explain, Taya. Obaseki will explain. This boy here, Abba asked him a very versatile question. He was dodging it. Abba, you see the royal father you insult. Obaseki we are trying to separate himself from royal matter. You don't want to be involved, but he will send you to be running your mouth, to be insulting yourself, insulting the throne in Benin. Okay. There is another question again. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to this.
It is the narrative out there that the plan for Moa was originally Benin Royal Museum. That you changed it from Benin Royal Museum to Edo Museum of West Africa at Moa. Later, you removed the E. Now, what we have is Museum of West Africa Act. Yusuf, can you clear this part? Because this is where our people are really getting sentimental. Like, yeah, you said you were going to build museum for Oba, you not build. You said you want to build Edo museum, you not build. Now you can't turn out to private museum. That you took what is supposed to be Oba to build, for Oba to build a private museum.
Well, first and foremost, I think it is wrong. Very, very wrong. And the role of Edo State, the government under my watch, was clear. There are certain things we said we would do, and there's a certain way we did the things we said we would do. Building museum is not a priority for the state government. I cannot take money to build schools, to educate children to go and build museum. What I will do is to use that money, create an environment, and those people who know how to build museums, who can raise money to build museums, I will collaborate with them to build the museums in my place. Right?
Yes.
Moa, for instance. Moa has raised over how much? 30 million euros Does Edo still have that kind of money to put in museum? So why would I say I want to go and build a museum? If I have that kind of money, I won't use it to build museum. I'll use it to build schools. I use it to build technical colleges. But if someone says, look, I can raise this amount of money, but we want you to show that you are going to support, that you will support this initiative. Huh? Give us land. Give us a supportive environment. Put some small counterpart money to show an interest so that tomorrow if we come, it's not only our money that will, as if they knew this kind of thing will happen. I mean, so when people talk like that, they just nonsense. It's absolute ignorance. At no point in time did we say that. We carried the palace along. And then we say, look, we will have more say if we have something which represents the federal government, state government, and the palace. They see us as united to, as we're dealing with these Oyibo people. They will see us as one. And they won't have any excuse. And these Oyibo, they try to play divide and rule. Many of them don't want to return these items. So they will be looking for cracks. And I knew this. That's why I said, look, let's all come together. Let's set up a trust. Let the National Museum be there, Edo State government, and the palace. That's what we started with. We said, palace, please give us a nominee, give us a trustee. Government will put a trustee. National Museum put a trustee. You foreign museums, bring your trustees. That's what we had. I suggested the Crown Prince, gave him a letter. He took it to his father. His father gave him his blessings, and he became a trustee of the trust. Being a young, very intelligent man who, can quite represent, let the Crown Prince represent, be the trustee from the palace. And, give him a letter, appoint him as, I gave him a letter, suggesting him as trustee. And, there was no objection.
Yeah, my Edo people, my country people, the question here was also clear. You said you want to build. They want to build the Benin Royal Museum. You change it to Edo Museum of West Africa. 2 months before you leave office, you remove the Edo. It's now Museum of MOA, Museum of West Africa, blah, blah, blah. And you were talking about the people that donated the money. They set up a trustee. The federal government set up this. You set up your own. And the king have to set up his own. You now do it for the king. That is what you said here. Instead of allowing the palace to set up or bring his own, somebody that is going to represent him in the negotiation. The federal government were given the privilege, the right, their own right. You as the state governor, you were given your own right. But you have to suggest, you have to dictate for the king. That is what you explain here. And you don't talk about why you did not, what you promised or what they agreed on. You asked the prince, you are the one who suggested the prince, who imposed the prince. You said he should send the letter to his father. You said the Oba rejected it. That's what you said. The Oba rejected it. He refused to sign. The Oba refused to sign. You went ahead, the money donated to build the museum, the Royal Museum, use it to build the one you built now. That is what you said. And according to you, listen to this video.
Oh, okay. Who do we return them to when we come? I said, how are you? There's a government. When you took this, when you stole this artifact, there was no Nigeria at that time. Now you have Nigeria. So you deal with the Nigerian government. So at no point in time did Edo State government say they wanted artifacts. So I said, no. It was just to facilitate the process so that we can get some of these items back.
That's old video.
And then use them to attract.
And I will post it maybe tomorrow or next tomorrow. I'll post it tomorrow, definitely. That's federal government, like Mohammed, Minister of Information, talking there. The federal government gazetted everything to the Oba of Benin. So the president, the federal government then know. They know that that artifact is supposed to go straight to where they took it from. But you as a Benin man, you call yourself a Benin man, You think it is the government. You are indirectly saying there's no kingdom anymore. We have been defeated. We have been forced to. We are now Nigeria. There's nothing there again. That is what you are trying to say. As a Bini man, did you supposed to stand this way as a Bini man? So right from the beginning, you think it is your property as a governor. That is your thinking. That is your thinking right from day one, that this is your property. So don't deceive yourself. You talk about this to create job, to create awareness. Fuck this rubbish. You were there for 8 years. If you created job, if your government to make Edo people happy, you would have destroyed Kusa market. Promise 2019. And up to now, the market is under lock and key. Abba would have traveled away with his children if you create job opportunity when you get the governor. Albert, in the beginning, we were saying the government do this, the Bible. It's not your business. He's the governor now. Basically, I've done this 8 years. Although it's not like London. The way these guys handle it is none of your business. You are not campaigning. It's not one time for campaign. If you fail, you can be saying this to win votes. You don't tell him how to. Nobody control Obaseki. He was misbehaving. Nobody. When people are trying to advise him, he refused good counseling. So you don't tell the government whether they buy vehicle. It's none of your business. Stay away from this government. Stay away. Everybody is not opposition. Edo State cannot give a land. Oyibo invaded us, took our artifacts away. They will bring money. We will bring our land and our money. They will now return the Benin artifact. They will be collecting the money. Edo State have no stake. Obaseki, you the dream. You go explain tire. My name is the Wounded. Thank you and God bless.